go right now, so thank you for your attention. The first tune is mostly unison, although you will see here some harmony in this one. This is a tune called Let There Be Song by David G. Perry. So Let There Be Song.
Let there be song.
Is from the movie Anastasia. It's kind of a winter theme. It's Once Upon a December.
Yes.
California Dreamin' by the Mamas and Papas. And this is a really nice arrangement of that by Roger Emerson, and we hope you enjoy it. California Dreamin'.
All the leaves are brown, and the sky is gray. I've been for a walk on a winter's day. I'd be safe and warm.
We have the choirs of Walters, Thornton, and the choirs of Horner here to sing for you under the direction of our guest clinician, who's actually taught at the University of California, Berkeley, at Irvine, at Whittier College, Elizabeth College, and the University of Southern California. I could read this, but you can also read this in the program too. He's great working with our students. I learn things every time that I watch him work with our junior high kids. And we're very, very happy and lucky to have Dr. Lenny James from State Hayward.
Likewise, I'm happy to be here. We had a great morning. We're rehearsing all of this music. We worked hard for 3 hours this morning, and they were real troopers standing up here the entire time rehearsing. And I think we got a lot done. I'll tell you a little bit, a tiny bit about each piece as we go. I actually didn't choose this music, and I'm so glad that I didn't, because I've learned 4 new pieces of music that I probably wouldn't have chosen, and I've really, really grown to like them, and I think that you will too. This first selection is an African-American spiritual. Like most African-American spirituals, there's an overtone of sacred music to it. Very often they're biblically based, but that only tells part of the story. This song, Keep Your Lamps, is actually code for words that would have been used with the Underground Railroads to get slaves from one place to another. It was a signal that if it was sung, it meant something could be happening and you need to be ready. We worked hard on delivering these texts and telling the story, and we hope it comes across. This is Keep Your Lamps Trimmed and Burning. I have to say, before we sing our next song, how great it is for me to hear such wonderful pianists from these programs. Yeah. It's one thing for our kids to get a chance to listen to music on the radio or on TV or over the internet. It's another thing for them to get the experience of feeling it physically for themselves, whether they're singing or they're hearing another human being in the room playing. And there's always a little extra spark when that happens. This song is one you may know. It's an old folk song, an old pop tune, Scarborough Fair. We're talking this morning about the spices in the song. Parsley, sage, thyme, why they exist there. Well, obviously at the fair there are these spices, but studies have shown that some of our deepest memories are rooted in smell and our olfactory senses. And this is a song about longing for a lost love. And no doubt every time the singer sings about this lost love, they remember the smell of these spices that were there when they knew the love, and they're yearning for that to come back. This is Scarborough Fair. Singing in a choir, stopping by woods on a snowy evening. Robert Frost won't tell you much about it. The words should tell the story. Very simple. Fellow in a horse-drawn carriage going by woods on a very dark, cold winter's evening, and he's taken by the sight of the snow and the sounds of the snow falling. His horse wonders why in the world he'd be stopping out in the middle of nowhere. He takes a moment to linger and then decides he has other things he needs to do. But I think deep down he'd kind of like to stay there a while and enjoy it. For added effect, we've got some nice sleigh bells to create the atmosphere of what a horse sound might sound like out in the middle of winter in the woods.
His house is in the village.
a little more involved from side to side, as you're going to hear. Before we sing the last song, I should say something that I know you all know and that you all think, but a lot of work goes in to teaching these kids how to do what they're doing up here. And I think it's incredibly important stuff. So important that I dedicated my life to this art form. And if I hadn't had the type of supportive teachers that I did when I was their age, who knows what I would be doing. Probably, whatever it is, I wouldn't be as fulfilled as I am. And I think we owe it to our children's teachers to give them a round of applause for thanks. Every subject in our curriculum is important for many different reasons, but the arts, and for me, music, develops heart, you know, and they'll remember this for a long time because of the experiences that they've had with their teachers. One last song. I certainly had never even heard this song before. It's called Fire, and the most interesting thing to me about this song was the text, the words, the lyrics were written by a 13-year-old young lady. And a famous composer read these and said, I've got to put this to music. And so she did, and it's called Fire. Thank you all for coming tonight and for supporting this endeavor.